We're seeing a lot more tech inside automobiles, and one of the companies leading the way is Ford. To learn more about Ford Sync, I have Casey from Ford. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, how are you doing?
So Ford Sync's been around for quite a while now.
That's right, it is. And one of the things that we're doing now that's different than the past, last year at CES, we introduced Sync 3, which is our brand new system in the cars. It's a touchscreen in the car. And now this year, what we're doing is we're taking that to the next level, and we're adding things like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which allows you to connect your iPhone or Android device to Sync, and it'll actually take the experience of your phone and bring it into the car.
Now, people are probably wondering, why would I want to connect my phone and my car together?
Sure. There's a lot of reasons you might want to do that. One of the reasons primarily is these are interfaces that you're more familiar with. You probably use your phone all day, and you're used to doing things like iMessage or Google Hangouts, Apple Maps, Google Maps, and so we want to take those experiences and put them in the car in a safe and more efficient way than typically they've done in the past.
Okay, well, let's check it out and see how this all works.
Sure. So to begin with, this is Sync 3. This is the system that's in select vehicles from 2016 and then all of our 2017 going forward. It's a really easy to understand operating system. Right here we have the main screen. You see your maps, your radio, your phone, and right across the bottom here, and this is going to be pretty key when I go into how CarPlay and Android Auto work with Sync, you'll see we have the core functions of the radio. We have audio, so you can control your radio. Your climate, you have the phone, so you can connect to your phone. Our navigation system, which is built into the system if you choose to buy it. We also have apps, which are through AppLink, which is a technology that Ford developed, and Toyota has now announced that they're going to be adopting using the open standard of it. And what this allows you to do is connect to your phone, some of the apps that might be there, and use things like our voice system when you press the steering wheel control to control those apps on your phone. But now, one of the cool things that is going to happen is I'm going to plug in my iPhone, and when I do, it's going to change these core applications of Sync to be that with my phone. So we're going to substitute some of the features of the car with those of your phone. So I've plugged in my iPhone, CarPlay starts up, you can see it right there, it's on my screen on my phone, and right now I have Apple Maps loaded up, and it automatically knows that I had an event in my calendar for later to this day, and it pre-populates where that directions are going to go, shows me traffic information, so I can just tap it and get guidance to go on my route, and it'll start my route. So now it's thinking about it, and now it starts. Now, when I hit the home button over here, you can see it looks just like my iPhone. And this is really the power of something like an Apple CarPlay and or Android Auto and why we're giving it to customers. These interfaces are, in some cases, for some people, very useful because they don't have to relearn anything, right? It looks just like my phone. So if I do things like phone, Siri will come up and say, who do you want to call?
Who would you like to call?
I'm going to say show contacts, and it'll show me my favorites, my recent calls, my contacts, a keypad, and I can type in, and voicemails. And Siri's a huge part of this. Now, one of the things that we did and made a really big effort to do is integrate it deeply with Sync. So now I'm back in Sync, but you'll notice these icons down at the bottom have actually been substituted. So my muscle memory is still the same. Those functions where phone was before, where maps were before, where my apps were before, they're just now replaced by those of my phone. So even though I'm on Sync, I can press phone, it actually opens up to the CarPlay phone app. If I go back again, and I press the Maps application, you'll see it opens up directly to Apple Maps. So I can quickly get in and out of the system that I chose. The other thing that we're doing that's really cool is, a lot of times what you'll see with some of these guys is they'll put in two voice systems when you have a phone plugged in like this, and they're doing CarPlay and Android Auto. A short press will give you our system, a long press is Siri. It's too confusing. What we've done that's different is, when you have CarPlay or Android Auto running, as soon as you press the button, it doesn't matter, you get Siri. How are you today?
Leader in automotive software. They are the sponsors of these prizes.
I am well.
And it goes right back to Sync. Now, the last thing that I'm going to show you is I'm going to actually jump into Android Auto and show you how Sync is improving that experience, because you might have the car longer than you have a phone, and you might switch between Android and iPhone, and so we want to make that really simple for customers too. It goes back to that muscle memory I was talking about. We want to keep things in the same spot so you can keep your eyes on the road. So I'm going to unplug my iPhone, and I'm going to plug in this Android device. Both of these experiences you do have to plug in the cable for. They are not wireless at this time with Sync.
I love the fact that Sync is really agnostic. It doesn't matter if you're on the iOS platform or on the Android platform. You basically are going to have a similar experience.
That's right. That's exactly right. We really want to put these on the same level as our own, right? These are things that customers have been asking for, but we don't want to overwhelm them with too many features. So now I've started Android Auto, and you can see if you're an Android user, this is very familiar. Right over here we have our Google Now cards that can show me directions to the airport, which I'm sure we both probably want to get to very soon to see our family. Music I might want to listen to from some of my apps like Spotify. We also have Google Maps right across the bottom. Here's Google Maps taking me to the airport. Here's the dialer app, so I can quickly get into the interface of my choice. Again, this is coming right from my phone, so it's something I already know how to use. I can click on the headphones and get to some music apps, so I can just scroll up to something like Google Play Music. It'll start loading, and I can just listen to music over the internet. I'll just start playing. And again, if I go back, and here's really, again, the power of Sync. It's this power of choice. You chose to use Android Auto, or you chose to use Apple CarPlay. These icons, again, same place, muscle memory is still the same. They've been substituted with the functions of your phone. So I can now click Maps here, and it takes me to Google Maps. So you're not living with two sets of features that do the same thing. We thought that was too confusing for people, and we really wanted to make an experience that keeps you focused on the road, but still takes advantage of the power of your smartphone.
Now, Ford Sync, is it available on all the new Ford vehicles or just certain vehicles?
So starting with the model year 17 Escape, you're going to get Android Auto and CarPlay built in out of the box. Anybody who has Sync 3 though from the 2016 model year, which includes Escape, Fiesta, Focus, and a wide range of others like F-150 and Mustang, they'll actually be able to download an update over the air because Sync 3 has Wi-Fi built in. So you park in the garage, one day it'll download from the internet, and you'll wake up, turn on the car, and you've got these new features. For Apple CarPlay users, they will have to go visit a dealership to use the feature from last year's model year to get a new USB port. But Android Auto will work out of the box.
Casey, if people want to get more information about Ford Sync, where would they go online?
Just go to Ford.com, and I believe we have Ford.com/sync available to get more information.
And there you have it. Now your smartphone and your car can now communicate, all thanks to Ford Sync. Thanks, Casey.
Yeah, no problem.